doing a countdown, and at the go, we're gonna start a timer. So three, two, one, go. All right. So right here, it's just pretty much mashing start. We're gonna be going to the very first section of the game, in which you talk with the old kettle right here. The old kettle is like basically like the grandpa of Cuphead and Mogman. Um, we need to talk to him to go to the training room. This is one of the few categories outside of like 100% or 200% in which you go to the training room. The reason for that is because there's one coin here in the training room, which is faster to get because you only need to purchase one weapon in this category. That's a coin right there, and then we press start right there and hit exit to map to make it a little bit faster. So with that coin, we're just gonna go here, talk to this NPC, this like Apple head man. You get 3 more coins, and with this total of 4 coins, you can get one weapon, which is the spread shot. In the past, in this category, you used to get the shard shot, for which you need way more coins than 4. Um, since the shard shot was a little bit nerfed, you don't go to any levels anymore because even if it's still a better weapon technically than spread shot, it's not worth the time waste to go into a level to get the shard shot anymore. Alright, so here we are in the first boss, the vegetables here. We fight a potato, an onion, and a carrot. And it's pretty basic boss. You just like can't stay pretty much all the time in front of them, shooting as many attacks as possible. I throw 2 EX over there because we're gonna charge another more. We're almost gonna be at 5 after the onion is done. And then we're gonna be trying to do some damage boost at the carrot to try to keep doing as much damage as possible here. Like that, we throw all the EX there. We jump in a certain way to get the carrots lured into the front of us. There's one damage boost, there's another damage boost, and then it should be dead. Alright, so that was the first boss in the category. The game is composed of 3 aisles and then the hell, in which you fight different bosses, and then at the very end you fight King Dice and you fight the devil. So I'm gonna be talking a little bit of every boss as we go into them. And okay, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go to the second boss here, the Frog Brothers. This boss can be super RNG, and depending on RNG, you can save like up to 10 more seconds than a usual fight here. Like we want him to go with the punches, so we got good RNG right here. That's the one that the attack that we want, because that way we can do the first phase in only one attack like this, and we're gonna be skipping another attack which the top frog throws some fireflies. We didn't see that, so that's like a 10-second time save that it's only dependent on RNG. Like there's nothing I can do if it throws the fireflies at the beginning. But like this, we completely escaped one attack, and we did like one attack first phase, one attack second phase, and we're gonna do 2 attacks total for the third phase to finish the fight in around 1 minute and 11 seconds, 1 minute and 12 seconds, instead of around 1 minute and 23 seconds. This is actually bad RNG. When you get the bolts at the last phase, it's a little bit slower because it's harder to avoid, so you have to be kind of here in the back. You ideally want the slot machine to show like either 3 frogs or 3 tigers. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we have 3 tigers then, so it's not that bad. The worst is to get like 3 bulls and like I mentioned, this is like a lot of RNG on this boss, like not much I can do depending on what the pattern is. But that was an okay fight. I would definitely take that any day when I'm trying to PB or something like that. You cannot escape the devil. Yeah, so the main storyline of the game, it's basically Cuphead got kind of greedy betting at the Devil's Casino. He bet his soul for in exchange of a lot of money, and of course he lost because he was at the Devil's Casino, right? Like who would bet there? So to spare their life, the devil made a deal with them to collect all the souls of all the people that owe them some money. And well, that's why we're fighting all these guys, because they all owe some money to the devil. So this boss is called Guppy Legrande. Guppy Legrande is inspired on the very first boss that you encounter in a lot of RPG games, the slime. This is because this is, in theory, the first boss that the developers would like you to fight. It's just basically a slime, like a Dragon Quest slime or something like that, and it's very basic. It just does like some little random attacks, and all the attacks you can avoid by just like jumping. I mean, just crouching. So as you can see, it was a very easy fight, and well, we're up to the next one. That was a little bit of a bad fight. That fight can go way better, but it's okay. It's okay. So, coming up next, we're gonna be fighting the first flying boss. We're gonna go here real quick to get our airplane and to get the bridge so that we can continue. So we just get in here and we just exit as soon as we can to fight Hilda Halberd. This boss was based mostly into Betty Boop. It's like a flying Betty Boop that has a little weird twist at the end. And it's the very first flying boss. It's very interesting because it's a dangerous fight. You take some damage boost here to do the fight as quick as possible. It trolled me a little bit there because she didn't go up anymore. So that was one of the damage boosts. You do it so that you can throw that EX attack, as you could see. The EX attack does damage each time it hits. So that's why you want to throw it while she's going back there, because that way the EX attacks goes along with her and it just does way a lot of damage. I'm gonna skip this damage boost because she didn't do any other attack, so there was no point to do another damage boost there, since I didn't have any more EX attacks to throw at her. So we have a little bit of more damage that we can take for the end, but that's a little bit slower actually. I mean, it's safer, but it's a little bit slower. I did way too much damage at the beginning, so it's okay. Okay, you throw another one right there at transformation because of the same reason, because it hits many times while she's transforming, so you want to take advantage of that as much as possible. And here we have different types of ovnis, like we have red ones and we have yellow ones, as you can see. So for the yellow ones, you want to be in the back of them to avoid their attack. And for the red ones, you want to be in front of them to avoid the attack that you're doing. And well, that was pretty much the heal the fight. Ideally, you want a 1010, 0110 here, but 1 for 10, it's good enough. It's amazing how good this game turned out considering its tortured development history. Yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting for this game since forever, since like, ooh, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, the very first time I saw the graphics and the gameplay style. But yeah, it's pretty good game. I'm like, I really like that. It was totally worth the wait here. So this is called Cagney Carnation. It's one of the bosses that I hate the most because of its RNG factors here. That was a bad EX, by the way. I intended to change weapons. I'm gonna play as safe as possible here because this, like, you can very easily die on this boss. If you go like super YOLO and it does the bullet attack, the one that you just saw a moment ago, it's very easy to die if you just want to maximize damage here. Because it's very easy to take unintentional damage. We're good. We're now on the second phase. Oh, and I'm gonna play it here a little bit safer here because I took more damage than I expected to take. So I'm just gonna play it safe here. Alright, I'm gonna stay here so that I have enough space to move. It was not the best fight, but I didn't want to die. And well, that was Cagney. I took more damage than I expected. This one got pretty much all 9s and 10s, yep. It definitely has a 10 for myself. I mean, the game is challenging enough and fun enough to just keep coming back on it and try to keep improving and improving. And the very first time that you play the game, even though it's super challenging, you feel that it's fair enough. It's not just like a, I don't know, it's not like a Kaizo Mario or something like that where on purpose there's like many unfair stuff. Like over here, every time you die, you normally feel that it was pretty much your fault and that you had a choice to do something. So I think that's the value on the game. Like, it's hard, but yeah, most of the time you feel like you can do something about the game. Alright, so we're done with the first island here, and we're on the second island. We're gonna be fighting the clown here, Beppy, at the beginning. It has 4 phases on this boss, so again, we're gonna play it as safe as possible because this fight can go a little bit bad if you're not like careful enough. Ideally, you want at least 2 HP for the very last phase, so receiving 2 damage here is not as safe as possible as I mentioned, but I think we should be okay having the spread shot. It's way worse if you're doing like low percent or something like that. Yeah, I died. That was completely my fault right there, sorry about that guys. But it's okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more safe here. Alright. So it's very common to die on this game. Usually when you're trying to PB dead, it's pretty much like the run is over because like in another games, if you die, it's okay because you can pretty much make up for that time later on in the game. But on this game, if you die, if you get damaged and you make a mistake, you die, and well, you have to fight the whole boss again, which is definitely like a super big time loss, as you could see. We're needing to fight this again, so I'm fighting a little bit more careful here. I think we should be good this time. This is good RNG. That's ideally the horse you want. You want the green horse. You can get also a yellow horse that it does a different attack and it goes away faster. So when you get the green horse, it's pretty good. That's the RNG you usually want for this boss. And we should be okay for the last phase. If we have 2 HP for the very last phase, there normally shouldn't be any like major issues, only I really screw up, which hopefully it won't happen. You can stay just here, you throw these EX attacks right at him, you wait for the penguins to come out. Usually, like if you want to do more damage, you don't do the dashes that I'm doing right there. You just do little hops and keep damaging the boss. But again, that's a little bit more scary, and I was just trying to finish the boss. Alright, so that was Beppy. Coming up next, we're gonna go to the genie that looks pretty much like Jafar from Aladdin or something like that. And it's the second flying boss that we have. We have a total of 5 flying bosses. Yep, this is the second one. For this, the only thing that changes is the very first phase, which you can get 3 different attacks. And after that, the remaining of the boss is pretty much the same. So let's see which pattern we got at the beginning for the genie.
Good day for us. Well done. And begin.
So we got the cats. The cats it's fine. It's a simple attack to avoid here, and yeah, I got damage. But 1 damage is just fine. 1 damage at this phase is just completely fine. Ideally, you want at least 2 HP at the very end, and just receiving 1 damage there, it's no big deal usually. There's another attack that he throws like tons of stuff out of the chest. And that's the attack that it's the faster because you can get a 5EX attack at the very beginning and just throw it at him. But it's also a little bit more scary because it's easier to get like 2 or even 3 damage on that attack. So this is okay. So at this phase, I'm just gonna stay here in the front and I'm gonna do the 5EX attack right here when he's about to do its attack. And then it's gone. The next phase is like a puppet hand. You have to be a little bit careful with the hat that is going to come up in a moment with that hat. That hat can be a pain because it follows you, it tracks you, and it starts throwing some bullets that are completely different pattern to those blue stuff right there. Well, you just have to be careful. I'm going to be saving that 5EX attack to the very last phase of Genie. I'm gonna be doing it right here, and since I have 2 HP, I can just stay pretty much here on the bottom and just throw these the bombs right there, tank that damage, and well, he's dead. If you only have 1 HP at the very end, you can just do the 5EX attack to tank the damage at the very end, and you should be fine. You're gonna be losing a little bit of time, but you'll be fine. Not as big of a deal as dying. So we're gonna go now to one of the kind of hard bosses here is Queen Candy. Usually when you know what you're doing is not that bad, but still she has three mini bosses that are totally RNG what you get. Usually you don't want the muffin and you don't want the lollipop because the lollipop takes a lot of that animation time and the muffin is just super weird to fight. So the candy machine is a really good mini boss to get here. Let's see what we get. Almost got damaged at the very end. I was able to escape that, so that's good. So that's the lollipop. I don't like the lollipop because it takes forever to actually die at the end. Like when you have killed it, there, that takes forever. And I got one damage. I didn't want to get one damage, but it's okay. We should be good. And now we got the corn candy. We're gonna take that pink. Remember, every time that we parry the pink stuff, it's because they give us EX attacks. Whoa, that was weird. I have to be careful here. I have to be very careful now. Okay, I'm gonna play this safe. Gonna just do this with this pea shooter attack. There you go. That was pretty slow, but I didn't want to die again to keep going with the run. Hey Greeny, what's up? Hey, you're not late for the Cuphead party, man. We're just like halfway done right now with the run. How are you, dude? Thanks a lot for showing up, by the way. I know it's pretty early for a lot of people. Really appreciate anybody that's watching right now. And if you're in Europe or other places, it's also pretty good to have you here, guys. Not dying, it's definitely always the best choice. Unless you're searching for like world record or PB or something like that. But right now we're just showing the run here, so it's definitely better to not die. So this one is called Wally Warbles. Wally Warbles is usually a standard fight, but sometimes it can cause you some issues. Like if you're not careful enough, you can very easily die on this boss. There's not much RNG going on here, but still stuff can happen. So ideally I wanted to have like 5 EX attacks for this phase, but I had to throw 1 EX attack not to receive damage on the first phase. So we're gonna do this bomb right here. We're gonna wait for him to die. We're gonna parry this, and we're gonna get another 5 EX attacks. So whenever you have 5 EX attacks when you're in flying mode, you do this special like little bomb animation that you saw a moment ago, and you do more damage than just throwing regular bombs like that. And you also become invincible for just a moment. Alright, so this is the last phase. It looks like you want to damage the heart whenever it comes out. It's okay that we receive a little bit of damage there because, I mean, we have pretty much all the HP here. Oh, and he trolled us a little bit with taking his heart out right there. But he's about to die, and there you go. We have some turkey for Thanksgiving, guys. Turkey is ready, and turkey it's on me right now. Even though November is super far away. Tired? Not as tired as you are, I'm sure. Don't worry, everything is good. There's also an open world game around where dead warps are pretty important to the routing. Yeah, this is not the case for this game. Like if you die, you pretty much lose a lot of time. There's no reason to die in here. Like there's no strats that save any time if you die in here. So we're gonna go against, like, I'm gonna focus a little bit on this boss because I'm gonna fight it also as safe as possible because this boss is one of the hardest ones. It's definitely probably like the top one run killer in all the categories in Cuphead. Maybe not in glitches, because with glitches you can do a trick where you just freeze him. But I'm gonna definitely be paying a little bit more attention. Sorry if I get a little bit quiet during this boss, but I just wanna get through him without any deaths. Let's see if we can achieve that. Okay, so far we're doing good. So there's three phases for this boss. Ideally, you want to get without receiving any damage to the very last phase. So we did well for the first phase. The second phase is a little bit trickier here. You have to be avoiding these like fires in the bottom that kind of track your movement like that. So they can be very... Okay, this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. I'm gonna try to save this, but this is pretty bad right now. I received 2 damage there, and yeah, that was pretty bad. I knew that. So those little fires kind of track your movement right there, and yeah, it sometimes can get pretty tricky because also the clouds that you're moving to are like random completely. So you just want to try to not take any damage until the very last phase, because the very last phase also has like tracking bullets, and it's pretty easy to get damage in the last phase. I'm gonna focus here a little bit. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna go against the second phase again. Hopefully we're gonna do good this time. So it's pretty common to die on this game. Don't feel bad about it if you do. Even if you're speed running, even if you know like completely what you're doing for every boss here, it's very common to die. Okay, so we're done with the second phase here. A little bit better because we at least have 2 HP still. So we're gonna be as careful as possible for this last phase here. Okay, so we're gonna get the fire. We're gonna throw some EX here. And we should be almost done with this boss here. Okay, so hopefully we make it out alive this time. Should be almost dead right now. There you go. Okay, so that's a major roadblock whenever you're like learning this speedrun. And it will always be a roadblock, as I just said. Even if you know what you're doing, that dragon can be a total pain, like really bad. Alright, so we're done with the second aisle. We're just missing one aisle now, and we're missing the very last hell section right now. So we're gonna go with probably... I would like to say this is a second boss that is as hard, not as hard as the dragon maybe, but almost right there. It's Queen Bee. In my opinion, as a casual player, this was definitely the hardest boss to me. Definitely the hardest boss here, the Queen Bee. It took me a lot of time to kill her. I think for me it was even harder the Queen Bee than the dragon, but it's not as bad as when speedrunning and you know what you're doing. I think the dragon is definitely harder when you're speedrunning. So we just keep here in the corner, kill the oi 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 guy, because he does that sound when he comes out, oi oi oi. And ha 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 ha. So we're gonna be doing here, we're getting a little bit of what RNG here with the platforming. Okay, it's a little bit better now. You wanna do as much damage as possible here to Queen Bee, and then you wanna throw the 5 EX attacks at the very end, and you might kill her before she turns into an airplane if you do the fight as properly as possible. But these platforming are trolling us a little bit right now. Whoa, I didn't want to get that damage. You want to be as damageless as possible for the last phase. All right. Okay, that was a pretty good fight right here. I haven't played that far myself, but I've heard about the Dragon Boss causing people tons of problems. Was that it? That was definitely it, Emerald Alley. I'm stuck in Dragon for like 2 weeks. I haven't been playing a lot. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Like I mentioned, the Dragon is definitely one of the hardest bosses. Either as a casual player or as a speedrunning or anytime, the Dragon can be a total pain. But yeah, it's mostly because of the RNG of the platforming, I think. So right here we're gonna be to a boss based on the Iron Giant. He's called Dr. Cal's Giant Robot.
A great
And this can be like very tricky. It can look a little bit impressive. It's really not that hard when you know what you're doing. But the last phase is definitely a bullet hell. Okay, we wanna kill this section first. There you go. We're gonna throw a bomb here. We're gonna parry this. Lots of things are going here at the same time. We're like defeating him part by part here. Now he's gonna show up his heart right there. We're gonna be killing his heart. We want to have as much HP as possible for the last section, so we're killing those bombs every time they're coming out, because those bombs track you. Now we're gonna defeat the head. We're gonna transform him to defeat the head. There you go. And now the final section, which is him just going crazy, throwing like tons and tons and tons of bullets, like everywhere. And not only that, he has those big things like platforms that protect him. You want to parry as many pings as possible, but we're having bad RNG right here. Okay, there you go. We have a parry. And we have another parry. There you go. So we have a total of 5 EX now. You can do the attack here to tank some damage with that and be in front of him. And now every time that we get another EX attack, we're just going to throw it at him. He should be dead pretty soon right now. Alright, there you go. That was a good fight. So how many bosses are actually optional? So bosses in this category are non-optional, none of them. If you're playing any percent, well, you pretty much skip the devil. It's not like optional. You have to skip the devil if you play like any percent or low percent. But as far as it goes, like every category, you have to defeat every single boss. The only one that varies sometimes is the devil, depending on if you're playing any percent or low percent. Um, I'm gonna read that in a second, Andreles. Let me just focus here in this in Sally's stage play here. I call her the Broadway boss. She's like a little play here. Like you can see its husband or something in the back cheering for her, I guess. They're gonna get married and they're gonna have kids in a moment. Spoiler alert, by the way. See, they're getting married right now. And they're gonna go ahead and have some kids. And you know what? The kids are actually gonna fight me as well. Look at that. The kid throwing the milk because apparently he doesn't like milk or something. I don't know. And Sally's throwing me the toys for the kid. Like, she should be better giving those toys to the kid, right? Oh, that was pretty bad RNG. Like, I don't want those toys. It's better if the kid has them. Usually I would tank a little bit of damage here. I might not do it. Yeah, I'm not gonna be tanking the damage here. Because I already received 1 damage. So I better just kill her. Alright, so... we're like super close on killing her right now. Okay, there she is. I like when I heard you saying that before he's very hard. It's all about the third phase. I've been killing Beppy when I feel like playing. Yep. More like based on banners, statue. None of the bosses are optional in order to beat the game. Oh, never mind. The final boss is optional if you get the bad ending. Yep. Also, all bosses includes fighting all the mini bosses and the King Dice boss fight. Yeah, and no, not in the all bosses category. That would be in 100% category. You have to fight all the mini bosses for the King Dice. But in all bosses, as long as you defeat King Dice, it doesn't matter if you go into every single mini boss for King Dice, which we're gonna see in a moment. Put him up for adoption. Milk definitely not like 100% confirmed. It probably doesn't have any chocolate in it or something. So that's why the kid was throwing that at me. He was angry at his mom and he just saw me and he was trying to take that anger away with me. So we're fighting Tom and Jerry here. I mean, at least this boss is based on Tom and Jerry, as you can see. Especially like the cat, you're gonna definitely see a resemblance with Tom. Like the mouse is not like exactly the same, but the cat is definitely Tom. And it was completely inspired on them. I think the mouse was inspired on a different cartoon. Okay, so we're gonna be throwing here some EX attacks. Usually this fight should be fine. Doesn't matter that I receive a little bit of damage there. Okay, it matters that I take 2 damage here. I should be a little bit careful at the very last phase here. Alright, we should be alright. We should be alright. There you go. I didn't want to take 2 damage, but it's okay. No problem, Dancil. Anytime. Any questions you guys have, I'm here to answer them. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the run right now. We are like almost 3/4 done. We're missing 1, 2, 3. We're missing 4 bosses and the devil only. So right up next, we're gonna be fighting Captain Brainy Bird. He looks pretty much like Brutus from Popeye. Sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly. Uh, my native language, we call him Popeye. But I think in English he's Popeye because of how he has his eye. We're gonna be pretty much fighting his main enemy, Captain Brainy Bird, right? I really like how a lot of characters here are based on like kids shows from like the 80s, 90s, and stuff like that. Kids shows that I definitely watched by the time that I was a kid. So we went there because we were playing a little bit safe. We got a little bit of RNG right now. We're getting a lot of bad RNG. Alright? Because ideally I want to be here just right in front of him, right? But I'm just, again, playing as safe as possible, going at the back when he takes his gun out. Okay, we're getting good. We're about to get to the last phase here. Alright, we're in the last phase here. This phase can be a little bit tricky. But we're good. We're just gonna crouch here a little moment. And he should be almost dead. There you go. He's dead right now. I'm from Mexico, so my main language or my native language is actually Spanish. Yes, that guy is definitely from Popeye. Bluto. Okay, so that's how you call him in English, I guess, then? Bluto? We call him Brutus in Spanish. So yeah. It's okay, Denzel. I'm sure there's gonna be the VOD somewhere. Or you can always join anytime in the channel if you want to see more Cuphead action for sure. So, coming up next, in Brazil, Brutus as well. Oh, tá muito bem. Eu falo português se você gosta também. But let's keep it in English here, guys. Okay, so we're gonna be fighting against the mermaid here. I call him the Little Mermaid. It definitely resembles me a lot to like the Little Mermaid. I'm not really sure if that's where they took this character from, but she can be a little bit tricky. We're gonna do a 5EX attack like we just did as far as possible. I mean, as fast as possible to try to get another 5EX attack before it's like second to last phase, because we need that to tank a little bit of damage in the second to last phase. Legal. So we're gonna be avoiding here the Phantoms again. Okay, see ya, and see ya again, triple Phantom. So we're good because we have the 5EX attack for this phase. So we're gonna be staying here at the front. We're gonna be avoiding this attack. And then we're gonna be waiting for the eels to come here up. And now we're gonna do the attack. Let's go. Boom. That way we avoided that phase harmless right here. So we're just gonna be here in the very, very front of her right now. Throwing as many EX as they're coming here, avoiding the stuff that comes in the background. You can see that a little bit on the right when that is coming out. There you go. That was the mermaid for you guys. So we're just missing 3 bosses right now. We're almost done. We're coming to the final phase of the run right here, guys. I think it's Brutus in Finnish and Swedish as well. Gotcha. I never would guess Spanish. You speak English really well. Well, thanks a lot, Keen. Really, really appreciate that. We try to do our best here, you know, guys. It's a marathon for your fun, guys, so we're trying to do as best as possible here in the runs to showcase everything that we love about the games that we love, you know. Alright, so let's go now. Popeye is Alfred. Alfred. Okay, that's a first one for me. I never heard Popeye being called Alfred. Alright, so here's the train. We have to be a little bit careful with those pumpkins right there because they try to mess up with our. As you can see, this little car has like pink wheels on the sides. So every time these pink pumpkins throw that at it, it changes direction. So we wanna be really careful with them. Okay, I got a little bit lucky there. That it actually sent me to where I wanted to be sent. Okay, should be red. Okay, this is a pretty good fight so far. That was a second phase. We're gonna go to the two phase here. Okay, let's go from here. Whoa, got a little bit of unintentional damage there, but we should be fine. Okay, I got a lot of unintentional damage there. I'm just gonna be careful on the very last phase here because it's pretty easy to take just one damage here. So let's go. Tune, 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 tune. Shoo, shoo. Let's avoid that. Whoa. I almost got caught there, and I got caught. Sorry about that. I knew that was kind of a bad fight for me. I took 2 times unintentional damage. Ideally, I want to get at least 2 HP for the very last phase to be more on the safe side there. But let's see. Let's try it again, guys. It's okay. Everything is fine. Everything is good here. It's okay. It's okay to take a little bit of damage in this game. Whoa, whoa, but not like that, of course. That was completely my fault. Alright, alright. This is a little bit of a poor fight here. We're gonna be a little bit careful. We don't want to take more damage again. Alright, can you die, little... Okay, there you go. He died. Thank you. Thank you so much, Skeleton. Okay, we're gonna be more careful at this phase this time. Yeah, I'm just gonna be more careful here. That's not being more careful, of course. So, let's see. Let's see. I died the last time, I shouldn't die again. So I'm gonna be very, very careful here. You gotta pay more attention to the patterns that we're being thrown. There you go. So we're done with the boss, with the train here, and we're just missing King Dice now, and the Devil, guys. Shoo shoo, yep. Made me want to watch 40s cartoons, definitely. I want to watch Mickey's Adventure again. It's just got everything right. Animation, music, and gameplay, it's also pretty important here. This game would have been like just super good visually and musically, but if the gameplay was bad, probably nobody would be talking as good of it as they're doing right now. The gameplay is just amazing. Hey Andrea, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Andrea ATC here. It's a fellow Italian Cuphead runner. He's also pretty good. He's pretty good at this game. I'm glad that he's around here right now. The last phase of the Dragon had much stuff happening at the same time. Yep, definitely does. Go to YouTube to listen to Beppy the Clown music. It's the best. I think personally, the song that I like the most is the King Dice song. I think it's pretty good. Okay, so like over here, you can see many like spots where you can land. Each spot has a different mini boss. I really like the mechanics of this like King Dice boss here. So we got a little bit of good RNG actually to get some hearts. So we're gonna play it again a little bit safe here. We're gonna go to the cigar first, then we're gonna go to the magician clown kind of thing. And then at the very end, we're gonna go fight a 8 polling bull. Oh wow, that was super bad on my side. Sorry. I say I want to play safe, and then I start doing some really weird stuff here. All right. So we're taking this easy. We're taking this slow. We're just enjoying ourselves here, guys. Okay. Oh no, sorry. We're gonna go to the 4, not to the magician. We're gonna go to the domino because there's a heart in there. So we want a 2 here to kill the number 4 here, right there. There. You see? You see? All right.
Good day for us. Well battled.
So what's up, Mr. Domino? How you doing tonight? So we have to be careful here. We are gonna be switching a little bit on weapons sometimes to keep doing as much damage as possible, floating the air a little bit when it's throwing something or when it's kind of bad to land in that specific section of the floor. Alright, we're doing good right now, we're doing good. We have the pink one here, we throw an EX attack there, and it's gone. See ya, Domino. See ya next time. Another game with great visuals and music is a Wonder Boy. Oh yeah, Dragon's Trap Wonder Boy is pretty good. That's definitely pretty good. We need a 3 here. Alright, so there's a 3, and then we need a 2. We need a 2 to go ahead and fight the 8 ball. And yeah, of course we did a 3. This is kind of bad. I have never fight this boss in glitchless. So I guess I'm just gonna be trying to do as much damage as possible. Because I had a bad dice there. I don't know what I should do here. Probably that? No? I guess we have to do this memory match. I've never really fight this boss. Okay. Those two are the same. Alright. We can actually damage him now. Whoa. What's this, Mr. Monkey? Mr. Angry Monkey? Okay, so where it's another things that we can do. I think this one. Okay. What? Was that not the same thing? Okay, this is the same thing, right? That's definitely the same thing. Okay, Mr. Monkey, die please. I didn't want you in this category. You are for glitches, not for this category. That was a little bit of my mistake with the dice. Maybe. Okay, yeah. We're doing good. We're doing some memory match here. An extra little mini game for you guys. Some more content. Hey, monkey, please go. Nope, not yet. Okay. So what we have left here? Okay, that's not matching. I'm guessing this is matching, right? Yeah. We have a match there, guys. We have a match. So okay, Mr. Monkey, you got a lot of time to show off now. Can you go somewhere now, please? No, not yet. Wow, that monkey just wants to be there forever. Alright, Mr. Monkey. Are you done this time? No, you still wanna clap your hands? Isn't Toy Story enough for you to clap your hands? You wanna go and clap your hands in here? Alright. He should be done soon, I guess. Die. No? Okay, there you go. That was a little bit extra for you guys. We see epic rerouting in the making. Yeah, epic rerouting. Monkey annoying bosses since all bosses regular. Yeah, man. I've never fight a monkey like this. So we want a 3 now. Hopefully we're gonna get a 3 and we're not gonna get trolled anymore. There you go. So let's fight here. Let's fight King Dice. So King Dice throws a lot of these cards. You wanna parry on the pink ones as you keep parrying the whole game in other things. And he should be almost dead. There you go. Okay, so we're just beating the devil right now. What's the gender of the domino? So the gender, I guess it's dual gender. It's a 1 and a 2, I guess, or something like that. We see epic rerouting, monkey annoying bosses, love the match game. Speedrunning history, it's being made, yep. That was actually the first time, guys, I'm not gonna lie. That was the first time that I legally fight that monkey because when you're doing glitches, there's a glitch to kill that monkey crazy fast, and you actually want to go for the monkey, but not without glitches. All right, so we are here. So should we accept the deal or not, guys? Yes? Of course not, guys. Let's go ahead and kill the devil here. Why would we accept the deal after all we've been through, right? Let's go, freaking devil. So the devil is a little bit tougher since the last patch because there's one attack that you cannot avoid crouching anymore. But I think we should be good. Wanted to accept the deal. Feels madman. No deals tonight, or today, or this morning. No deals for you guys. Let's go ahead and kill the devil here. So this is the attack that I was saying that you used to be able to avoid that just by crouching, but not anymore. Alright, so we're okay. We're good, we're good. The devil is not that bad, usually. Unless you suck like me and you take damage that you shouldn't be taking, right? But yeah, devil is usually good. It's not like the dragon or queen bee or other bosses. Like all the hard ones are gone already. But this is actually the very, very bad, super bad attack that you don't want to get when you're fighting the devil, as you can see. And yeah, I died for talking bad about the devil. I was saying he's so easy and all that, and I die, right? Damn, Mr. Devil, you're not letting me showcase this properly right now. So you're gonna pay for that. You're the one gonna be paying your debts. Alright, so where? Left? Right? Okay, let's go to the right. Woo. Can we go to hell to fight the real you? You're just too easy for me. You're just too easy. Let's go to the hell. Come on, come on. There you go, the real you. Let's go. Alright. Whoa. Oh, so many axes here. Wow. No love for the axes here. Alright. We're just doing damage here to the eyes right now. And we have to be careful with all that is coming from the sides and from the top and from everywhere, you know, guys. Okay, he's about to be dead right now. And there you go, guys. So that's time here. That's definitely time. Time to wrap up. She's up.